The tunnels had subsided, leaving an unsettling stillness within the pyramid's heart. Distant motes danced in the faint blue light emanating from the binding stone, now radiating a controlled pulse, rather than the chaotic surge of moments before. Amelia, propped against Reese's shoulder, coughed, the effort of deciphering and connecting the counter-frequency sequence having drained her. "It's stable," she managed, her voice raspy. "For now." Carlo, leaning heavily on his cane, regarded the stone with a weary skepticism. Stability is a fleeting illusion within these walls. The Shadow Lord's influence lingers. He glanced at the entrance, now partially obscured by a cascade of rubble loosened by the earlier tremors, and the means to return it will not be long in arriving. Reese, ever vigilant, scanned the crumbling structure. The pyramid itself is weakening. "We need to get out of here." He began clearing the debris blocking the entrance, his movements economical and powerful. "How much time do we have?" "Difficult to say," Amelia replied, closing her eyes, trying to gauge the stone's residual energy. The sequence created a temporary disruption, but it didn't sever the connection entirely. He will be back. Suddenly, a spectral form shimmered into existence near the entrance, one of the Silent Ones, its face a mask of profound sorrow. It extended a translucent hand towards the rubble, and a wave of grief washed over the group, the tangible weight pressing upon their spirits. "They feel his pain," Carl murmured, his voice hushed. "The Silent Ones, they are conduit for that which he tries to suppress. It is a weakness, Reese. Exploited." Reese understood immediately. He tightened his grip on his revolver, not expecting to use it against something so ethereal, but prepared to act. He glanced back at Amelia, a silent question in his eyes. "There's a fragment," Amelia said, her voice weakening. "I saw it briefly during the final sequence. A shard of the dagger. He took it." The implications hung heavy in the air. A piece of the weapon that fueled Vogel's unnatural strength and speed. A direct conduit to the Shadow Lord's power. "He intends to refine it," Amelia continued, her brow furrowed in concentration, "to amplify the connection, to circumvent the stone's protections." A low rumble shook the pyramid, more violent than the previous tremors. Cracks spiderwebbed across the walls, and dust rained down from the ceiling. "We need to move," Reese urged, his voice urgent. As they began to make their way toward the entrance, a new spectral figure materialized, distorted, shadowed, and radiating an oppressive coldness. It wasn't one of the Silent Ones. It was something else. Something corrupted. "Foolish mortals," a booming voice echoed through the chamber, seemingly emanating from the very stones themselves. "You believe you have thwarted me. I am eternal. Zerzura will be mine." The corrupted spectre lunged forward, its form blurring, and Reese reacted instantly, firing his revolver. The bullets passed straight through the figure, leaving no visible effect. "It's incorporeal," Reese growled, shoving Amelia and Carlo forward. "We need to find another way." They stumbled through the crumbling passageways, the pyramid groaning and shifting around them. The exit seemed impossibly far away, and the feeling of being watched intensified with every step. Suddenly, a section of the passageway collapsed behind them, sealing their path back. They were trapped. "There's another way out," Carlo said, his voice surprisingly calm. "An old maintenance tunnel. It's dangerous, unstable, but it leads to the surface." He pointed towards a narrow fissure in the wall, almost completely hidden by debris. "It's our only chance," Reese said, drawing a deep breath. He turned to Amelia, his expression grim. "Stay close." He began clearing the rubble from the fissure, revealing a dark, claustrophobic tunnel. The air that wafted from within was stale and heavy with the scent of damp earth and something else, something ancient and unsettling. As they prepared to enter the tunnel, a single, obsidian shard pulsed with an unholy energy nestled within the fresh rubble, a silent promise of challenges yet to come.